Hi guys, it's Danny with Sagittarius. Today we're going to do a reading for Leo. We're going to do it in a different style because I want to and it's calling me. So each card's going to have a meaning behind it. The first card we have is going to represent your present situation. This is the energy or the obstacles that you're facing right now. We received a Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles can represent feeling really stuck, or it could be holding on to things that no longer serve you. It's usually based within the physical realm, so this is holding on to some type of security. See, he's got this cash that he's holding, cash, I guess coins in the olden days. The next card we're going to pull is going to represent your immediate challenge. This is the energy that is blocking or influencing your situation. Does Leo need to know? We got the World. So this actually makes a lot of sense. Remember, this is blocking, or this is your immediate challenge to Four of Pentacles. So you're holding on really tightly to something that no longer is going to serve you. And the reason it's no longer serving you is because you're reaching the end of a cycle. Okay? That's why we have the World here. And then the next card we're going to pull is going to represent the root cause. This is the foundation or unconscious energies that your situation is based on. So the World is probably more of a blockage that you're aware of, that you kind of know that you're moving into a new cycle, or you can feel that something needs to come to an end, but you're really holding on to that. We'll come back and clarify in just a second. But for the root cause, and this is the foundation or unconscious energies that your situation is based on. You received another major arcana card. You received the Justice. It did pull out in a reversal. So this being an unconscious energy, it almost feels like you're entering into a new stage, but it wasn't based on fair circumstances. You felt like the ending of the last cycle was unbalanced, unfair. You're still kind of holding on to that because it feels like there may be some unfinished business there. See, she's holding the balancing beams of karma, basically. The next card we have is the recent past. And this is what you have just left behind that affects your present situation. So, what is it that felt unfair to you, Leo? Okay, we have Five of Pentacles. This is representing feeling left out in the cold or abandoned. So it felt unfair. There is someone or a situation that walked out of your life, and this wasn't really up to you. But I feel like they're still giving you kind of mixed signals even today. Like they're still kind of giving you this idea or this energy that there is something to still hold on to, even though we know that this cycle's coming to an end and you can feel that. But it feels like there's this unfinished business, probably has to do with karma or just the way that they did leave you so coldly, left out here in the cold. Okay, this next card is going to represent message from above. This is information from your higher self regarding the situation. This can also be signs from your spirit guide or the universe. Okay, we received King of Cups. So this is your higher self, and this is the signs from the spirit guides. Normally, also, when we see kings or queens or pages, that's usually representing a person or can represent your personal energy. So it's really interesting that we're getting this as a message from your higher self. This is the energy that you're being advised to try to remain in. And the King of Cups, he is somebody who is emotionally grounded, emotionally stable. He makes emotionally intelligent decisions. He considers his emotions, but he doesn't make decisions based off of them, if that makes sense. We'll come back and clarify everything. And then the next card here is going to be the immediate future. So this is likely events that lie ahead of you. And we received the Magician, another major arcana card. And this card really represents, I'm sure if you've watched my videos before, I've said it 100 times, it's as above, so below. So I'm sure you guys have heard that before. I don't know if you know what it means, but as above, so below literally means what you speak out into the universe, and this is the theory behind manifestation. What you speak out into the universe will come back to you. If you really believe in it and you really manifest it, you can create your own reality. So it's interesting that you're getting this message from your higher self in the King of Cups. And this is information, regarding the situation, is this advice to remain emotionally stable during this hard time, this time of, things feeling unfair. You're transitioning into a new cycle of life. And then we have the Magician. As you enter this new cycle, Leo, what do you want? What is it exactly that you want? Because you're holding on to this past energy that you're very aware is not serving you. So now you're being asked to think, what is it that you truly want? Because whatever it is that you truly want, you are in the best place right now because you're at the end of that old cycle to manifest exactly what you want. It's almost like you're having this old karma and this way that you were treated that was really unfair or unkind. You're holding on to that, and it is almost limiting you from being able to reach this this Magician. But this is in your immediate future. So I see you moving to that place where you are going to be in the literally the best place to manifest what you want. Okay, this next card is going to represent your thoughts and feelings. So you're going to want to ask yourself, how are you feeling? What are your emotions? Because clearly we have some advice from the spirits with that King of Cups that we need to be emotionally in tune. So this will probably help clarify that even further. And we got two cards. We got King of Wands. So now you have two King's Cups. Two King cards. We have King of Cups, which is emotional, being in touch with your emotional self, being emotionally available, not closing yourself off, not putting up walls. And then we have King of Wands, which is taking a direction. That is really putting your heart to your head, your heart with the King of Cups, and then your head with the King of Wands, and taking a direction to manifest what you want. And then these illustrations just are doing so much justice as well. We have the Five of Cups. This is you, Leo, in both these kings, King of Cups, King of Wands, and Magician. So you're taking those two energies to become this powerhouse manifestation machine. And you're looking ahead with this Five of Cups and really thinking about what it is that you want. And even if it feels really far away, you are in the best energy space to manifest that castle off in the distance, you know, metaphorically speaking. Okay, so those are your thoughts and feelings. We have the King of Wands and the Five of Cups, which is really using that manifesting power to bring forth what you really want. You kind of, after you were left in the cold and this unfair thing happened to you, you were kind of left in this place to really reevaluate what it is that you truly want. And I see you letting go of all that old garbage that isn't serving you and asking yourself, what do I want? And then grabbing it and moving forward with such confidence that both these king cards are bringing you. All right, this is where it might get messy. We have the next card is going to represent other people's thoughts and feelings. This is how others' opinions are going to influence this situation, because as much as that King of Cups is floating around by himself, there's always other influences. And we received the Four of Wands. It is here in a reversal. So there is whoever left you out in the cold, who I kind of feel like is still leading you on, or making you feel like there's this old unfinished business that needs to be dealt with. They still have really bitter feelings about how things ended also. And this card wanted to come out too. Six of Cups. This is about reminiscing. This cycle has come to an end, but it doesn't mean that this last cycle, even though it probably didn't end the best, that it wasn't filled with some good times. So there is a person or people that is really up in their head about how things ended, and they're reminiscing about the good days. And that's why they're having a hard time really letting you move completely on, is because they remember how good things were at one time. Now, this next card is going to represent your hopes and fears, what you hope and fear out of the situation. What does Leo hope and fear? I'm going to pull one for each, okay? We got your hope, okay? 10 of Swords. And then what do you fear? 8 of Pentacles. I really see these in a reverse of what I pulled them. The Ten of Swords, I feel like, is more about what you fear. You fear about being hurt or backstabbed or left behind again. And then your hopes are that you're going to be able to work on yourself and grow. And in this new cycle, you're going to achieve new heights that you never achieved before, or be able to manifest things that you really wanted. I get this message in my head as I'm saying that you kind of were without direction before. You were just kind of impulsively going into a situation that didn't serve you or that you didn't really even want. And there was a lot of feelings involved and there was hurt involved, but it wasn't necessarily what you want because you didn't even know what you wanted yet. And the best thing about getting this world card, you know, is it really shows that you're able to take that situation, and even though it ended unfairly, you can take that situation and grab from it and learn from it to help you discover what you do actually want. And I see you really moving into that energy. There's this hopes that you'll be able to work for it and build it and really truly get what you wanted and do want now. You just didn't really know what you wanted before. It was kind of blurry, but now you know exactly what you want. There is this fear of being betrayed again then, though, because remember, this was the recent past. This kind of feeling cold shouldered, feeling left out in the cold. You don't want to have that feeling again. All right, this next card is going to represent, or cards, is going to represent your potential outcome. This is the likely outcome of this entire situation. We have Knight of Cups. We have Eight of Wands, and I feel like one more wants to come out, and Page of Cups. Having the Knight of Cups and the Page of Cups is really, this is going to represent somebody else coming into the picture. And we also see that with this Eight of Wands. There is going to be somebody new coming into this picture, not necessarily completely new to you. You may have already knew this person, but they're coming with you with a new offer of a different kind of connection, whether it's romance or a deeper friendship. They're coming to you with new energy, and they're coming in very sincere with this Knight of Cups. And I see Eight of Wands. This is like collaboration and building together and growing together. So this is a potential outcome. You've been done dirty in the past, and you're in this energy right now where you're still kind of holding on to that old situation a little bit because of things that felt unfair or not completely resolved issues. Justice, it could be legality issues also with justice. Okay, but I do see you moving forward with these two kings. This is direction, and this is being emotionally available, even though it's hard for you because you do have these fears about being disappointed or let down again. But ultimately, I see you moving forward with this Magician and this Five of Cups, looking forward, asking yourself, what do I really want, and manifesting exactly that. And as soon as you have what you want in your heart, there is going to be someone or a new situation coming in. It could be a job offer, it could be romantic interest. There's a lot of different things. There's going to be a new opportunity coming for you because you're entering a new cycle. And this is going to be a cycle that, is going to really emotionally stabilize you. It's going to reassure you. That's the best word I could have with the Knight of Cups and the Page of Cups. It's a very reassuring energy that's going to help you work and grow towards what it is that you decided you ultimately want. Now, we've finished that, but let's pull a quick oracle card. I love these oracle cards because they're just so freaking blunt. Okay, we have a union, we have coffee cup, we have meeting, conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, friendship. This that new connection. We have union, soul connection, soulmates. Okay, so for a lot of you, for some of you, it's friendship or it's work that you're really wanting to succeed at. For a lot of you, it's a relationship that you really want to be successful at. And I see you moving into the best energy to be able to manifest that for yourself. I hope there was something in here that resonated with you. If there was, please go ahead and comment, hey, that resonated. I'm watching from Florida or wherever you are. That helps me a lot. And if you could please like and subscribe, that really helps me so much. Helps me stay motivated, helps me know that people are listening and they're watching and this is helpful to somebody out there. Anyways, thanks for watching and have a great day and a great Thanksgiving. Bye, guys.